The floor for it. Toppin's floater. Oscar another rebound. John Calipari said this is a Florida defense that wants to take away the three. They'll give us the mid-range, and we're good with that. Toppin strokes in a triple. Lately, but before the A&M game, there's Castleton, and he can't hit the bunny. And a loose ball crowd by Toppin. A few weeks ago, John Calipari said we used to do it at Memphis all the time. Get rid of distractions, stay in the hotel, walk down for shoot-around, walk back, maybe get a nap, get a bite to eat, and then show back up, trying to streamline their line of thinking.
Yes, well, we had a shoot-around at Rupp every single time when I was an assistant coach for Eddie Sutton here back in the 80s. And Cal has just now gone back to it. I think he likes it.
Toppin with the left hand.
He is.
2-minute scoring drought for the Gators. Here's Reeves. And another board for Toppin.
And another bad shot by Kawasi Reeves.
Frederick opens. Knocks down his second from deep. White with the left. Sheboy the board.
I thought that was really good defense from Livingston. He was help on midline to take away the pick and roll and recovered.
Livingston all alone, and he's able to get it. Caldwell misses last couple. Ole Miss as a team just won for its last 10. Reeves will tee it up again. That one finds the fairway.
He's got a
Caldwell fires into the corner. And another miss from deep. They're now 1 for 7. Interesting lineup here. Wheeler with the blow by and is able to get it to Toppin for the deuce.
You got to credit Toppin.
Nearly a travel as McInnes took that down with him. Here's Caldwell for 3. And Livingston secures it. Reeves, transition 3. Got it. Good job by Wheeler to par.
Within 5.
Meanwhile, double figure in points and rebounds, and Oscar's got his 53rd career double-double. Trying to post him up.
Look how far he's pushed out off the block.
Wheeler circles all the way around. Shot clock at 5. Baseline pass to Toppin. Jump hook. Beautiful right at the shot clock buzzer. Shooter. A stumble and a fall and a takeaway by Reeves. Livingston has it, tried to share it, and now Oscar picks it up. 5-on-4, injured Ole Miss player on the other side, and Toppin jams it home. They'll stop playing.
By Abram being unaware of how close he was.
Kermit wanted the reach in as that possession started in the backcourt. Reeves in the corner. He's got
Missed the most recent bunny attempt before that one.
Yeah, Rebels need to get a stop as well as that play has worked on the offensive end. Can't afford to trade buckets with possessions going by the wayside here the last 5.5 minutes. Wheeler to Sheboy. Goes.
He's got
playing. C.J. Frederick has lost some of those minutes. They're not playing them both at the same time. Frederick hasn't scored tonight. He remains on the Kentucky bench. Shot clock at 5. Wheeler dribbling around. Here's Toppin. And his drive is able to finish.
Lloyd slams it home. Elevation for numero 0. Reeves on the other team. Lewis. That's a 3 and it's all net.
This is a guy that hadn't played in 2 weeks before he got thrown in the starting lineup at Georgia. Knocked a couple 3 downs. He came off that ball screen with a ton of confidence.
And effective in start number 3. Wheeler to Frederick. Great passing. And Frederick make. Women's basketball side rocking. How about LSU undefeated? Angel Reese has been phenomenal. Got game day in Knoxville coming up. Nearly a steal by Anson. The full court pressure bothering Kentucky. And Wheeler somehow got it across the timeline.
Just in time. You were exactly right.
Well, we had the angle here below the court, if you will, from our broadcast position, and he made it work. Sheboy back on the floor, connects with a mid-range. You looked at your phone, and Coach Cal was calling after you entered the portal. He goes, I was nervous. I was nervous talking to him for the first time. I said, Antonio, I can imagine. I would be too. It's worked out beautifully. Over 20 points per contest at Illinois State. Second leading scorer this season in Lexington. And he's only getting better.
And not afraid to take the big shot either.
Shibwe open. How about that? Skies for the rebound. He'll slow it down. Well, that 7-0 run at the end of the first half really created the separation. And then a 12-3 burst to start the second. And here we are, Shibwe the dunk.
Now. Coleman in the paint. And Lance Ware hauls it in. Sahvir Wheeler will push. Out to Chris Livingston. Good.
Really good find by Wheeler. Wheeler got hung up on it. Wheeler is one of the better guards in this league, Tom, at making tough twos with that floater in the mid-range game.
Here's Livingston, another three. And he strokes it in.
Why not? Feeling it right now. And Roberts is shaking his head. There's no one on Kentucky's team that can guard me, and I'm not so sure he's not right.
Shibwe will shoot it from the free throw line. He knocks that down. Jacory Wright.
The fourth offensive rebound in this game so far for South Carolina. 11-4 advantage on the glass so far for the visitors.
And that's deflating after your defense from Shibwe and a bad shot from Gray.
Well, that's the last thing on the checklist I had up there.
Yes.
Can you clean up the defensive boards and in the possession?
Shibwe fires again. That one's in.
Again, catching the ball to go.
Brown, Gray, blocked. Collins got it. And Wheeler. This is Frederick and a three. Straight on, swish. He has to Collins on him. The drive, tough shot. Shibwe has it. And they got numbers. Two South Carolina guys behind. Frederick, three. Got it! A one-point game. And digital.
Shibwe continues to sit. Calipari has shown no body language that says, I desperately need to get you back in the game. Sending a strong message to the former National Player of the Year.
Adu Fierro also into the game. That's an alley-oop, and this is wide.
Feet wide. He's finding that 12-foot mark in the last couple of possessions.
The starters, Shibwe, Wallace, Livingston, all on the bench for Kentucky. Wallace, 2 fouls.
The guys that he put in are playing harder.
No doubt about it.
It's an easy call to make as a head coach.
Reeves launches a three. That's good. Boy, Kentucky.
Well, you can talk about what Kentucky didn't do. I'm going to talk a whole lot about what Alabama did do. They are the real deal. We said it in the open. They own the best win in all of college ball so far this year with their true road win at Houston. They have air
shooter and just hasn't been able to find his shot. He fires first. That's too strong. Big time box out. The ball bounced off the ground. Wheeler picks it up. Baseline drive, Wallace. They move it around. Livingston has a three. Got it.
really good job to cook.
Another shot. That one is short to the left. The Millers launched 3 threes and made one of them. Here's Wallace. There you go. With a dunk, and he's hanging.
Transfer from Mississippi State. He is a downhill driving 6'9" 4-man. Very physical, goes with force, goes with a purpose towards the basket.
Toppin will pull up. Free throw line extended, and a hot start for 3 away from the basket with 2 to go. Williams is going to have to shoot it. No good. Loose ball. Body on the ground is Hannibal. So numbers for Kentucky. Here's Shibwe.
They've got superstar and Miller.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of help from Mark Sears. Noah Clowney's been unbelievable. And they got a 2-headed point guard monster in Bradley and Quinterly. It's a blockbuster at 1 on ESPN on Saturday. 5-point game here, 10 to go on the shot clock. Wallace launches right on, and he buries it. 12. Miller the drive, met at the rim. Toppin, offensive rebound. Fountain, he throws it up. Sheboy held his ground. Good look. Yes, and a reverse from Toppin, who is cutting on double figures now with 10. Miller open 3. Too strong.
LSU need him offensively to get going. Has shot a good percentage tonight, only 30% from the year from 3.
Sheboy capped out and the foul.
A ball game.
And they don't draw pictures on golf scorecards or in scorebooks for basketball.
But Ravi, you cannot allow KJ Williams to shoot standstill threes.
Alley, wow!
Let me get right down the lane. He goes through you is what he does.
Double figures, Hannibal 10. Wallace nearly threw that away. Sheboy wasn't expecting it. And here we go again with 8 on the shot clock. Wheeler out top. Toppin will take a 3. Oh, wow. Line drive.
Started with good team defense, keeping the ball out of the post.
Well, they'll inbound the basketball. Kentucky will on the baseline. Bring the inbound, gets it into Wheeler.
Big thing, I think, is defensive rebounding for Louisville. Can't give them second opportunities. Sheboy and Toppin, amazing around the rim.
Little zone now by the Cardinals. Three-pointers, good from the corner.
But it is life or death in this place.
I think John's the only one that says that in this building.
How about that? Guys, that helps you in that early offense.
Jay, you like this slowdown a little bit for Kentucky?
This is what Cal was talking to him about.
Again, a little box set.
Oh, Collins with the catch and the jam.
Just a little, maybe 3-4 feet earlier with that hand up and do a heck of a job.
And you have to cover less room on the floor. I think that's what you're saying. And that's exactly what they did in that possession right there.
All right, back to the zone now, it looks like. Got to watch the free throw line. Toppin's open.
That's the spot. They need him.
On my second trip back to the restaurant to get my phone.
See if Hershey Miller can get it going for him a little bit here. He had a good outing against NC State.
Wheeler down low. Finds a man and a smother.
Paying attention to the scouting report, but he's a goer, though. He doesn't give up on a play. That's like a turnover, that shot. They got 5-on-4.
Oh, wow, look at this.
And nobody at all.
Shot clock is at 2. Wheeler, contact, throws it up. No good. Gets his own rebounds. Wallace for 3. Good.
And the reason people freeing him up so they can't put a body on him.
Sheboy, by the way, has 13 rebounds. He has 8 offensive rebounds.
Nice slip.
Again.
And there's your squeeze in the back that didn't exist. It was an old movie, a preacher. That's Cap. He can exercise verbally and get kids to buy in.
Wallace gets across the timeline with a couple seconds.
Say goodnight.
Well, he's a guy that wins the track meet in transition, and you saw it right there, just how explosive he can be.
Another veteran player, a graduate transfer out of Milwaukee.
Look at Kobe Brown battling down low.
And a foul underneath the Sheboy goes strong in the back. Step back 3.
Yeah, I mean, when you got them spread out like this is Kentucky's big lineup. Advantage Missouri on the offensive end.
Sheboy. When he gets below the SEC, kind of develop as an all-around player. Sheboy with the rebound on the miss. Wheeler. Alley-oop. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Wheeler's got.
Wallace answers the call. 3 points. Hodge, in and out.
Even when they miss, they get good shots. I mean, this is a team that shares it. 61% of their makes are off assists.
Way got it to go.
I mean, you essentially have 5 guards out there breaking a press against a pretty big lineup for Kentucky. Missouri's going to handle that all day.
Shibwe posts up. Can't stop him right there. Just can't stop him.
This sort of statement that continues to be made for this Missouri program in year 1 is so exciting for these fans, the roster, and the recruiting opportunities that come with it.
Shibwe. Oscar down. Corner 3. No good. Shibwe. There is Wall.
NCAA.
And Hawkeyes have 18 of UCLA's 33. Shibwe got around the defender with a left hand. They have given the Wildcats a spark here in the second half. Wheeler, the crossover was pretty strong. Livingston in the paint, on a runner, got it.
Oh, what have you?
Goes over the top and hits a big shot.
How about that? Can't say that too often about Campbell going over the top.
That's right.
The man had a Wheeler there.
Livingston's been the hot hand for Kentucky on the offensive end. They get it to him on the wing. Wheeler against Hawkins.
Nice feeds it to Shibwe. But Shibwe then.
Pac-12 player has got 17, which is his average.
And they got 2 of them. Campbell's the same.
This has been the offense. This guy, number 24 for Kentucky. Can they find somebody else to help out?
And Shibwe hasn't been a factor because of good little forceful defense emptying the last few trips.
Toppin over Hawkins. Nice shot. His first match was down 13 in the first half. Down 9, beg your pardon, 8 at halftime. And at the midway point of the second half, they're still a 2-possession ball game with UCLA that's led pretty much throughout.
Reeves very active on the floor. Now give Livingston a little blow. Using those bumps on the baseline.
Wallace to kick out. Wheeler. Extra pass over. And Reeves buries it. Big part of
ready to game, does it?
No. Absolutely not.
Let's Campbell know. You're better than that.
Reeves for 3. Got it.
That's his game.
But you cannot get caught on the ball screen and give a guy all kinds of time.
A 1-possession game here. And now Shibwe mid-range. There it is. He scored the last 9 for Big.
I'm not sure there's a big guy that does a better job of catching and keeping it high than Hunter Dickinson.
Shibwe, Dickinson threw a left at him. And
make him finish. Don't help off.
Llewellyn to the hole. No good. Oscar with another rebound.
And a great outlet.
Reeves three. Got it. There to get it.
Having to shoot it on the move. He was fading on that.
Wheeler blow by and a kick. Great corner is good. Dykes did the Michigan-Virginia game with me, and I put him on the spot and said, is there any NBA player that you would compare Howard to? Donovan Mitchell's name came up. There's another three.
Just a good reversal. And Williams with the drive getting a piece of the paint. And that brings help, and all of a sudden, Hunter Dickinson wide open for the step-in three. It's much better offense for Michigan on that last possession.
Just another 7-footer that can shoot a three. Baseline. Calipari, Mark signals, and the alley-oop is wide open. Too easy that time. A miscue. Reverse. Dickinson blocked. Still 10 on the shot clock. Wallace, big three. Got it.
2 years at Iowa, was a 47% three-point shooter. He's had 34 so far in a Kentucky uniform. Wheeler doubled in the corner. Good pass. Where?
Wheeler is demand the ball. So if you're a passer, there are times his arms, I think, when you shrink, his hands aren't big and wide. He doesn't make himself this massive target that says, give me the ball.
Wheeler beat his man. Here's Frederick for three.
Yep. Very nicely done.
Ooh, had it.
He missed the bounce pass.
Fade away, no. Oscar has it. You know, from a ranking standpoint, it wouldn't exactly be Chaminade, Virginia. But from in-state, as Toppin reverses it in, given the fact that
but he keeps his eyes on the ball and not his man.
And now Hope inside went down after Oscar challenged that one.
I think Hope's better off just spotting up.
Reeves with the corner jumper. Wheeler back to running the point. Trying to get Frederick free. Here's CJ around Toppin. Frederick with the ball fake for three, with 3 on the shot clock.
Up for a teammate.
Contested three for Wheelan. Some of those were falling in the first half for Bellarmine. They're off in the second. Here's Reeves, transition three. Catch. Played at UMBC the year after they beat Virginia in that 16-1 upset. Antonio Reeves for three and gets it.
Driscoll was, when he was at Baylor, Coach Drew ran that.
Off the mark, the jumper from Placer, and rebound by Oscar. One of many, I'm sure,
well,
tonight.
That's it. That's his value.
And now Wallace for the three. Anienza went up to challenge it. And Jonathan Abar with another bucket. The sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida's got a couple. Here's Reeves again. No hesitation, huh? It's effective shots, and that's Hendrickson with one. Are threes and at the rim, too.
Sure.
And Kevin Durant entered the chat, so to speak, and he came back and he said, I disagree. I have more confidence in my pull-up jumper inside the arc than anything else I do. And they went back and forth, and finally one of the analytics guys said, yeah, but you're Kevin Durant. You're a unicorn.
What else to do? That offensive play went a little sideways. I get a little daylight, and so I'm put it up.
Shoulder squared up, not allowing Timmy to get an angle.
You mentioned those two guys have developed a bit of a friendship. Frederick slips down. They played a minor league hockey game here last night and had to turn the arena around pretty quickly. So far, most of the players have been able to maintain footing. Shot clock under 10, and Frederick buries one that time.
Anton Watson won the one-on-one match.
The neck ball, as Rap might say somewhere.
Offense looks different without Oscar on the floor, though, right?
Good feed inside as Wheeler able to Easter.
On ESPN. The special teams of TCU yesterday, right? Run that field goal team out there and kick that thing for a game winner.
Wallace buries a three. It's Bolton who knocks it down. Rozier Bolton, that's part of his skill set, a guy that can knock down the three.
And the pass by Timmy, because he threw about a 25-foot pass right on the numbers.
Top it off the bounce.
Who for 16 years was assistant to Huggy Bear. Bulldogs have already taken on one SEC team this season. They had a great outing to open their year against South Carolina. Nearly won that game on the road in Columbia. Sahvir Wheeler will handle the point guard duties. And he finds C.J. Frederick. And Frederick back home at Rupp Arena to the press. Ware challenged that one from James. And the loose ball will end up with Kentucky's big man. Sahvir Wheeler. The lob. Toppin! And it'll roll home. Little mid-range jumper goes for Rashawn Edwards.
And you like emotion. It's just you don't want that to get in the way of the focus. Great attack by Fred. They had a really good game plan. They didn't give him much room.
Obviously, Izzo saw him in the Big Ten when he played at Iowa for 2 years. 47% career three-point shooter.
And they got them in half court a lot. You see tonight the transition. And that's get Kentucky in the open floor. It's lights out.
Oscar with the jump shot. On the other side, it's Gary. A little sloppy now. Here's Frederick. Wheeler. Maybe walked. Instead, Livingston finishes. He's got a three-pointer and an old-fashioned three-point play. And to start the second half, Oscar Tshiebwe is out there. Did not start the game. Tshiebwe still coming back from the knee injury. They trip out to the West Coast to Spokane for a game Sunday afternoon. They'll try to get him out of this second half quick. Here's Frederick. Transition three. Good. Kentucky turnover. Ooh, wow. Wallace challenged that with two hands. Cats have a 4-on-3. Wheeler finds Frederick. Got it. Deep one. From McKay. Ware running the floor. That's a high percentage look.
Which with his athleticism, he can rise above his defender, yes.
Yeah.
But you'd want him to be attacking the basket.
Wheeler cuts to the D. Another corner three.
That is, they've had some good shots. They just haven't been able to convert. Hey, the one thing, I don't care who Michigan State's playing. They're going to absolutely battle and battle.
Tshiebwe.
See, with Wheeler, they really like to push it up the court. But Michigan State does a great job getting back, finding men, stopping the ball.
Boy, a really good battle with Sissoko trying to deny Tshiebwe down on the block.
Yeah, he's working hard, the kid. Just doesn't have the physical strength.
And the corner three for Case.
Close 1-point loss, but Saturday he was able to get rejuvenated. He drove to Detroit to watch the Boston Celtics play and be inspired by seeing his brother Sam play in the NBA. A nice little break for him after a tough game against Gonzaga, and he's come out playing inspired tonight. Looks really good, Joey Hauser does.
How about Oscar Tshiebwe? Sissoko was moving when that collision happened with Wheeler.
Got to get some help inside on Tshiebwe. They're going to go to him right now.
Yeah, how about Kohler? Spent some minutes on Drew Timme Friday against the Zags. Now Tshiebwe.
That's growing up real quick.
Yep. Tap in from the corner for three.
Good enough to play the next. I don't buy that. With his ability to rebound and all, he can play in that league and be a factor.
Great hustle by Wallace for the rebound and a fresh possession for Kentucky.
And Wallace, a young kid with a lot of talent, gives him a lot of versatility to play the point.
Wallace inside, off-balance runner will go.
He's a big-time player coming out right now. You get down to winning time. You got to make those free throws. You got to make those free throws. Well, I'll tell you one thing. They keep pushing on the floor, hoping for that three, but look right in his face.
Yep.
Right in his face.
Hall with a nice closeout. Wheeler inside, finds Tshiebwe.
As soon as you give help, he's got really big.
Walker inside to Hall, and Tshiebwe got him. Collins was over there as well.
Tshiebwe did a great job defensively rotating over.
Frederick with his first basket of the night.
Oh, why do you think they're all of a sudden?
Yep.
They're real quiet. Maybe the crowd's exhausted.
Frederick up top, Hall on him. Ware not the back to the basket offensive player that Tshiebwe is. As Wheeler drives.
Got a couple of guys in the air, finds Wallace for three.
Well, he created that play, though.
For a program that wound up winning the national title, Putnam Science Academy. But remember, he was playing basketball in Africa since he was 14 in the African NBA Academy. And there he is again, making
the big guy is keep your hands ready. And you could see on Yenso do that.
Toppin on a steal, Wheeler, give and go to perfection. Knocked down. That is 32, Kareem Rozier, the 5'9" freshman.
Yeah, didn't score in their opener. Played 16 minutes, so finalist for Mr. Basketball in Michigan. He was right place at the
Yenso.
Yeah, and even though he didn't get a block, he certainly impacted that shot attempt.
Wallace, pull-up jumper, silky smooth, number 20. Both games are right here on the SEC Network. Mark, you and I do a lot of SEC basketball. There's going to be a lot of new coaches and new places this year.
Right. 6 new coaches, if you count Mike White's move from Florida to Georgia. 5 brand new coaches.
One of those at Mississippi State. Wheeler probing, firing. Livingston left alone and knocks down the triple. Inspirational figure and just a better human being. I'm looking forward to his fine work throughout this season on the SEC Network. A 3 out of the top.
Real high in the league.
No.
I mean, Oscar is not a shot blocker in that sense.
Right.
But man, do they have a couple of guys that can do that now.
And they got a guy who can do this. Little jab step and then a pull-up jumper off the mark by Easley. 10 minutes to go. Wildcats have led throughout, up at one point by 16. Wheeler finds Toppin. Little floater, got it to go. Maybe that'll get his confident bodies. And a tough shot right on the shot blocker. Rotroff gets the hook shot to go.
Uh-oh.
Frederick.
Heat check, watch out.
Frederick's father played at Rollins College. His uncle was a star at Notre Dame.
Let's see if they can find him one more time.
How about an alley-oop to Toppin? That'll work too.
Tomorrow for Cal.
Haven't talked much about Damian Collins. I hope to have him back as well. Sahvir Wheeler has looked healthy, and that man